Welcome back everyone, I'm Day-Glo Buffalo and this is Let's Play Kathy Rain Blind. Quick note before we get going, I originally tried to record this episode right after recording the last one a few days ago. I was totally stuck on this combination puzzle. I couldn't figure out exactly what the game wanted me to do, or some of the hints I took to mean something other than they actually meant. In the end, I would have pretty much had a whole video of me staring at this puzzle, puzzled, if you want. I eventually looked up some hints and finally got to the answer, but I was so annoyed and frustrated by the end that I preferred to stop recording at that point. So I stopped recording, I went to play some Bard's Tale instead, which I've been binge playing lately. You know, imagine that, the Bard's Tale, a role-playing game from the mid-80s, was less frustrating than this puzzle, at least to me. Actually, a quick aside, I picked up the Bard's Tale trilogy about 10 days ago on sale, so if you're at all curious about the original game, I highly recommend it. There's solid remasters of the original games with some serious quality of life improvements. I had the Bard's Tale 2 on the Commodore 64 as a kid, but couldn't make heads or tails of it. I was way too young, and, well, I don't think I had a manual for it either. And now I'm on the last dungeon of the first game, and it's been a fun ride. Certainly the automap feature is a lifesaver. Anyway, back to the game. Also, situations like this is why I avoid playing more than one adventure game at a time on this channel to preserve what little is left of my sanity. Alright, so when we last left off, we were in the crypt of the Price family trying to figure out the puzzle that will lead us to the combination of Father Bill's safe? Was it Father Bill? Anyway, let's look at this. Yes, William, so yes, it was Father Bill. So,
center, above, below. Is he defining reference points on some kind of shape?
yes, indeed he is, but I was thinking more of a triangular shape, like the lights that these people keep seeing and that Father Bill had somehow figured to be some divine sign. So I was trying to go for some kind of triangular shape. I think that was actually also in the previous video. But no, what we actually are looking for is the shape of a cross lying on its side. You know, maybe if there had been an option to rotate the notebook into a vertical position to kind of help with the cross shape, that could have been useful. I don't know. Anyway, let's confirm the selection.
Of course! The sign of the Lord! Some of the graves can form the shape of a cross. Now, if I can only figure out which dates are relevant.
I witnessed 3 dawns, felt the warmth on my skin. The radiant bronze lay nearby, not within.
3 dawns. It has to be an allegory for something on the graves.
Yes, I figured it was for 3 births. And since he witnessed 3 dawns, basically 3 births, I figured it would be the 3 birthdays that came after William, so that he had actually been alive. Not necessarily to witness them, because I doubt he witnessed his wife's birth, but he certainly witnessed his 2 sons' births. So I figured that's where it was going, but yeah, it wasn't. It's the nearby part that is important. So dawns are actual births, but the important ones are the ones that are close to him, physically in this arrangement of graves, not actually the ones that he was actually witnessing. So maybe that could have been worded a little bit better, because he certainly wasn't there for the birth of his mother, maybe? In 1899, that is? Yeah, because these seem too young to then be his parents. Anyway, so the 3 births are Joshua, Agatha, and Henrietta.
Yes, that must be it. 3 dawns mean 3 births, and they're all adjacent to Father Bill's grave. I'm sure I'm close now. I just have to somehow narrow down these to the correct number of digits.
How Kathy can be so certain about these kinds of things, I have no idea, but, well, luckily she is, because otherwise we'd have even less of a clue, or at least I would have even less of a clue. Anyway, from east to west, I touched every soul. From lasting debris, their parts made a whole. So east to west is from right to left, generally. But lasting debris, I was going by longevity of the people. So Agatha had the longest life. Joshua had the shortest, and Henrietta was in the middle. But no, this is actually referring to the time units. So, to longest being the year. So we go from east to west. So on the furthest east, we need the year. On the middle one, we need the month, which, again, slightly frustrating, the American way of denoting dates with a month coming before the day. So the month is actually the first number, and then the day in this last case. So 611122.
From lasting to brief. Year, month, day. That's gotta be it.
All right. So, yeah. In the original version, this would have taken me about 20 minutes, if not longer. Well, it took me long enough now as well, but at least now I was explaining it. Back then, I was just sitting here morosely staring at this puzzle, trying random combinations. Anyway, so we got the combination. Actually, I also went to talk to Father Bill, who... Not Father Bill. Father Bill was the father to the son, whose name I have now forgotten. What's his name? Father Isaac. Went to talk to him in the jail. He apparently had no idea that there was a safe behind his father's portrait in his office. I guess he didn't do a whole lot of remodeling after his father died. So back to the church we go. I've actually completely forgotten what we're even looking for in this
That door
safe.
leads to...
Yes, wrong button. Is it a key to something? So, let's open the safe. So it was 611122.
Yes! Found a bunch of torn out Bible pages and a tape in there.
Okay, more tapes. So let's combine the tape with our handy tape player. And play it.
This is William T. Price. My visions concerning my sons are troubling. I've watched them become corrupted with pride, turning their backs on our prophet, the Crimson One. I've seen the history of the church wiped clean, replaced with trickery and lies. This message is part of a fail-safe should these predictions come to pass. I've hidden it so that only the true agents of the old God, selected by the Crimson One, may find it. Now, heed these words. You must stare into the abyss and let the abyss stare back into you. It's the only way to cleanse yourself of sin and achieve true salvation. May God be with you.
Okay. We have to stare into the abyss. Well, whatever I expected to find in there, this certainly wasn't it. So let's take a look at the pages. Can we think about what we just heard? No, we cannot. So apparently he was growing concerned with his sons, and he considered the red guy, the guy in the red suit, the true prophet of his religion. Okay, sure, why not? So the mending is the sacred unity with God and the only way to reach true salvation. The Crimson One finds lost souls on behalf of God. I don't believe these are actually Bible pages. Like, maybe there are pages that originally were in a Bible, but this writing's, I'm pretty sure, was not originally in the Bible, of course. Having never read the Bible myself, I wouldn't know, but I don't know, this just doesn't seem very Bible-y to me. So, unshackled by time, he guides them and bestows wisdom upon them. He grants them dreams and visions, preparing them for the mending, while we certainly have had plenty of dreams and visions, especially including the Crimson One. The living menders must then descend upon the stairs of judgment. Each step reflects a piece of their soul. Then they must face their shadow self, a servant of God, who will oppose them at every turn. Lastly, the mender shall perform the 3 holy sacraments. The 3 holy sacraments. To unite with God, 3 holy sacraments must be performed. The atonement of the mother, the absolution of the father, the contrition for the son. God shall then gaze upon the mender, weighing their heart. The worthy shall be cleansed of sin and be allowed to reach sacred unity. FB? Question mark? Who is FB? The damned shall have their heart consumed and be cast into the abyss. JCLM JR. So, well, I actually need a refresher in the names of the characters. But, hold on. So, I think Lily Myers was not on the list. But what was our grandfather's name? Because there was a JR on the list. What was our grandfather's name or our father's name?
Father Bill must have wanted to hide these for a reason.
Certainly. Should we go try and talk to Isaac? The redemption of the son, that could make sense. Or was it the redemption of the mother, the forgiveness of the father? Well, basically, we have to make up with our parents. We have to forgive our father and redeem our mother, who is in the hospital. And the son could be Father Isaac.
I have more things to say to you.
Speak what you will, Godless One.
So, can we talk to him about that tape?
Listen to this, Isaac.
This is William T. Price. My
What
visions
is this?
concerning my sons are troubling. I've watched them become corrupted with pride, turning their backs on our prophet, the Crimson One. I've seen the history of the church wiped clean, replaced with trickery and lies. This message is part of a fail-safe.
I don't believe it. Father saw all of this coming. God, have I strayed from the faith?
It's not too late to redeem yourself, Isaac. I've met the Crimson One. We're on the same side.
Preposterous. No one has witnessed that apostate since Father's death. I've been north of the lake, but he's nowhere to be found. He abandoned us all, and the divine work now rests upon my shoulders.
You believe that you are carrying out the work of the Crimson One?
Don't think I can't hear that mocking tone of yours. I will speak of this no longer.
He mentioned north of the lake. That's part of Conwell Woods. I'll probably have to narrow it down more, but it's something.
All right. So I wasn't actually expecting her to play the whole tape to him, but... And there was stuff on our notebook.
What really happened to you that night, Grandpa?
Can't we... Oh, we're not talking to him anymore?
I have more things to say to you.
Speak what you will, Godless One.
All right. So,
What is your church really about, Isaac? What are you trying to accomplish?
The same as any other church. All we want is the salvation of mankind.
By any means necessary? Clearly kidnapping isn't out of the question.
A necessary evil. I look at the bigger picture, the greater good. One day you'll understand.
You are quite obviously brainwashed. I'll stop you, if it's the last thing I do.
You can try, child. I have God on my side.
I already talked to him about that.
okay. So, the pages. Oh, can we...
I already asked him about that.
Maybe
I don't need to show that to him.
just to make sure.
Look what I found in the church, Isaac.
Come to gloat, have you? I see that you've added stealing to your list of sins.
Honestly, I just want to understand. What does it all mean? The mending?
I don't believe you're sincere for a second. I will speak of this no longer.
All right.
I'm done here.
Good. Now go repent, sinner.
So north of the woods, huh?
Father, have you abandoned me? I will atone for my sins. I swear it. God have mercy on me.
Isn't that part of what we are supposed to achieve? According to these pages? No, I don't want to combine them. The contrition of the son. He seems to be contrite. So, what? Isn't it Joseph Rain? Is that our grandfather? So that would make sense. Oh, here's Lily Myers. And what was the name of the guy that we saw in the hospital? Cochran, James Cochran, maybe? So that could be him. Who's FB, though? So can we head to north of the lake? Yes, we can. Here's north, east, south, west. Pretty standard adventure game fare. So let's see. Ah. So we're about, it's about yay warm here. So do we have to change screens to see if the temperature changes? So it doesn't on this side. Would be nice if it were enough to just get close to the... Wait, where'd our bike go? Kathy, are you lost already? Well, we're getting colder. So this is... But we're looking for a place that's warm, not a place that's cold, right? At least I think we did. Well, let's see if we can make the temperature dip further. Oh, here it goes down. Here it's normal again. So yeah, I think we're actually looking for cold, not warm. And where do I have a bike? Oh. Yeah, south it is. Come on. Let's try east. No. South. West. Yeah, here we go. And south again. Uh-huh.
My God, what is this place?
It is the abyss, apparently, that we have to stare into so it can stare into us. Met her end.
Met her end. Someone left this message here for me.
Written in what seems to be flowers?
Met.
Sea of
It's
flowers.
the red scythe flower. Must be hundreds of them here.
Oh, so, well, we can take him back to the biker dude so he can get high, like, for months.
So much for being endangered.
Well, that's a good thing, actually. There's a sinkhole. Now, the question is, do we want to smell the flowers? Is that how we get the... Wait, sorry.
Met her.
I didn't mean to get her back on that message. But is that how it gives its hallucinogenic properties? Or is it...
What's that? I can see something. Faintly. A huge hole with no visible bottom.
The abyss, indeed. I had to make an edit because last time, thinking I was at about half an hour, I closed out the video, but then in editing, I saw that it was actually really, really short. So, well, here we are, and let's continue. So, the only thing left for us to do is to smell the sea of flowers. So let's do that, and, well, probably Kathy will be tripping balls in no time.
Intense. Oh, they're making me a bit dizzy.
QED.
Greetings.
You again.
Me again.
You better have some answers, Crimson One.
All in due time. Your friend is being claimed by the darkness. She's standing on the brink of the abyss as we speak.
Are you talking about Eileen?
Yes. If you wish to save her, you must descend.
Why? What is down there?
The tribulation, the reflection of the soul. We call it the mending.
Who's we?
My kind, servants of the old god.
To what end do you serve this god? What does your kind actually want?
All we want is for you to take your medicine, Kathy. For you to grow and be happy.
If that's the case, why were all those people hurt? Lily, Jimmy, Grandpa?
You misunderstand. What one wants and what one is able to do are two different things. Happiness is not a one-way street. It cannot be given, only earned. Your grandfather understood that. He embraced it.
Wait, you saw Grandpa?
Oh yes, right here. He was a tortured soul, desperate for some kind of meaning after losing the light of his life. He sought the power below, the vessel of redemption.
But Grandpa didn't make it. He failed. How could I succeed when he wasn't able to? He was so much stronger than me, so much braver.
Is that what you believe? Perhaps you don't know him as well as you think.
But why me? Why are you making me do this?
Because you so desperately need it, Kathy. You're haunted by your past, by all these painful memories long forgotten. They follow you like a shadow, pulling you down. They taint your every thought, impulse, and deep desire. It is foul to us.
This is crazy. I could just walk away, get on my bike and drive, forget I was ever here.
There's nothing stopping you.
Eileen. I can't leave her like that.
I see now why he speaks so highly of you.
Surreal. It looks like Grandma's, but different.
Yeah, a lot.
Hey, where'd all my things go? My pockets are empty.
There's a lot more TVs here. And apparently we made it to day 5, but we didn't get an achievement for day 4. So I don't know if it's a GOG achievement system that is not working correctly or if it's something related directly to this game, but in the end it doesn't matter. So we have an empty inventory, or we could say we don't have an inventory. So we have windows with gears and lots of static. I wonder if in the end this isn't all just in Kathy's head. I mean, after all, she had to put her her mother in a mental care facility. Maybe, you know, whatever problems her mother had are hereditary, and now Kathy is suffering similar things, especially considering the Crimson guy said that she has to take her medicine to feel better or something like that. So it might be that, as I said, she is in a hospital somewhere and they're trying to give her medicine and she's reticent about it and has constructed this whole thing in her head. I don't know, I'm just grasping at straws here, but
Gears are moving behind the window. Am I inside some huge, bizarre machine?
well, you made it to Silent Hill, Kathy. Congratulations.
The paintings resemble TV static. Guess the reception down here isn't too good.
Well, you're in a big hole after all. It's the abyss.
The paintings resemble. Guess the reception down.
I take it the phone won't work?
No dial tone.
Of course not. All right, please sign in. 16. So, okay, here the dates are in the correct format. Day, month, year. The 16th of August, 1981, Joseph Rain, signature Joseph Rain. The 28th of the 28th of September 1995, Eileen Summers. So Eileen made it all the way down here. And the 29th, Catherine Rain. So do we have to sign?
Looks like Grandpa and Eileen have both signed already.
We don't have a pen though. Oh well. I guess we will see what awaits us in the abyss in the next part. So for now, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like or a comment below. Subscribe to stay up to date, and I will see you in the next part. So until then, have a good one.